Hey gang, I've not long got home from work and this week I am trying to challenge myself to do a plant task a day. I have put the dishwasher on, which was probably a bit of a silly mistake because you might be able to hear it, but I'm hoping the new mic is not picking that up, and I'm hoping that there isn't going to be any feedback in this video. I filmed 2 videos at the weekend and one of them definitely has some feedback in it. I don't know if the other one does yet because I haven't started editing yet, but fingers crossed. I don't want to have to send this mic back. I really like the quality otherwise. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Anyway, today is Monday. I literally just said it, I've not long got home from work and I really want to start tackling my plant tasks. I've got so many things on my to-do list and like they're all little and won't take that much time, but I'm not doing them because there's so many. So if I can do one thing a day, that will be 7 things done this week. Let's see if I can do it. Today's task is so simple, and I'm really annoyed at myself for not doing it yet, and you will see why. It is to fill up my moss poles. These 2 moss poles in particular. This is my Philodendron Florida Beauty. These are all the leaves it came with. This is its newest leaf that's coming out and I adore the colour of the variegation. It's got a new one coming out here and the moss is all the way down here. So I want to potentially I might not move them. I was gonna like take the moss out, but it is actually starting to root into it. So I just want to fill the moss up higher, make sure, because there's a node here that's starting to root, this little bump just here. I want to make sure that that is next to some moss so that it can start rooting into it straight away. So there's that one, and then this one, I am kicking myself for not doing this sooner. I am so mad at myself. It is my Philodendron Majestic. I think I've said it in, I've said it in so many videos. I need to put some moss in that pole. I need to put some moss in that pole. I need to put some moss in that pole before that new leaf starts coming out. I'm too late. Look. This new leaf is coming out and it is tiny. I'm so mad at myself. I wanted this to size up really fast and I've let it down. I'm so annoyed. So I'm going to do that today and hopefully the next leaf that comes out will be bigger. If it's not, I'm probably going to chop it back. Like chop and prop and encourage bigger growth and be better at filling the moss pole up. So that is today's task. It's probably going to be really quick and I'm probably going to be really annoyed at myself for not doing it sooner. More annoyed than I already am. But let's just get on with it, shall we? So I've got them both on the floor, right in front of me where you can't see, which is really helpful. And I've got my moss. This is the Soil Ninja sphagnum moss that I've chopped up. So it is a smaller fibre as opposed to the really long fibres that sphagnum moss often is. I've chopped it because it means that taking it off of the roots is a bit easier. So I'm literally on camera, I'm just gonna stuff some moss into this pole, and it's amazing that I needed the camera on to actually do this. Like I need you to hold me accountable, gang. Otherwise I'm just not, clearly just not staying on top of my tasks. So thank you very much for being with me today. That's that one done. That was really quick. I had 3 straps up the top. I've taken one down and I've just put, it was a really narrow one, I've just put it here in front of that node to encourage it to root whilst allowing the new leaf's cataphyll to still be out of it, so that hopefully when the leaf unfurls it doesn't come out and touch the moss because that can damage the leaf. Right, onto the Majestic. So annoyed about this one. Ooh, but having taken off the old cataphyll, there is, hang on, there's a root growing here on this room, on this, what was that word? there's a root growing just here, and hopefully that'll start to really dig in. I remember when I put this on a pole, I actually used the moss and cocoa coir mixture, and I'm not, that noise was the dishwasher. I'm not gonna continue that. I'm actually just gonna go to moss because it's what I've got with me, not for any other reason. Okay, I filled the moss up quite a bit. Look at the colour difference. Wow. I need some straps. Because there's this node from this leaf, but then this node here also needs to kind of be in, or at least nearer it. Let me figure this out. I might also somehow try and like just hold this petiole up just there, just to fill that little gap. Will that look a bit cuter? Okay, they're both done. See, like that was a whole, what, 10 minutes? I should have done that so long ago. I'm really looking forward to getting to the end of this week and having like 7 tasks done. I'm actually going to go one step further and get the little cups and pierce some holes in them so that I can keep the moss poles hydrated. I have some little cups. They're full size. They're too big to like fit into these smaller poles, so I just cut the top section off. And I do keep these top bits because they can be helpful. I mean, they can be like, with the right size pole, they could be a top strap to keep the pole from like pinging open. They could be pot extenders, they can be all sorts. So I do keep those, I don't just throw them away. I've got my shorter cups, now I need to poke some holes in, and I'm just going to use my scissors to do that. There we go, I've got some holes in the bottom. So now I'm just going to slip them in. Oh, that one's going to need to go above the thing. Going to try and not hit the new leaf. There we go. That's the Florida Beauty. And then the Majestic. So using the cups means I can pour some water in the top and the holes will slowly allow it to drip through into the pole, and it's just so much easier doing it that way than like spraying it when it dries out, because moss when it's dry is really hydrophobic, so it can take a really long time for it to absorb water again, whereas this just allows like a continuous amount of water just kind of to drip down, as long as you remember to refill the cup, which I'm not that great at. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Hey you beautiful bunch, it's Tuesday and I have chosen to do a plant task that has been on my to-do list for a really long time, and I know I'm going to feel so good when I've done it. Like, I can't wait to be done. I'm a little bit unsure as to how I'm going to do it, which will make sense in a minute when I get to the task. But first of all, I've got some mail that I'm going to unbox with you. So this package is from Michaela, who is please send I always do this. Please send nodes on Instagram. And she has a plant shop called, is it the Green Corner UK on Etsy? I'll have it linked down below. She was selling some seeds from an anthurium hybrid that she's created. So I'll put some photos up, but there's one anthurium that she doesn't know the idea of, but it is beautiful. And the other one is an anthurium luxurians. And if you've watched like any of my wish list videos, you'll know that a velvety luxurians hybrid has been on there. So she hybridized those two parents, and she's got some seeds, and I have some. Oh my goodness. Can you see? Look. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's the third one there. 1, 2, 3. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. This one's already got a little root growing. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a Velvety Lux hybrid. How these little tiny little green spots can make me so excited. Thank you, Michaela. I'm going to put those in the grow tent later. They'll be all right there for a minute. Now let's move on to today's task. So I am going to repot. I'm really gearing myself up. I am going to repot my, what is this? Pilea Peperomioides. This plant has been begging for a repot. I think I haven't repotted it in 2 years, maybe like 2.5. This plant is, how old is this plant? Hang on, let me just work it out. This plant is 5 years old. 5 years old. I'm gonna put in a photo of what it looked like when I first got it. I got it when I was a student. I was on a placement in Bath, and it was a drug and alcohol placement actually, and I really enjoyed that placement. The team were amazing, and one of them gave me this tiny little Pilea Peperomioides after we'd got chatting about just plants in general, and we were both listening to Jane Perone's podcast at the time, On the Ledge, and she'd just done an episode about Pilea Peperomioides, and yeah, I'd really wanted one. I hadn't seen any in the shops. I think at the time they were like hard, not rare, but like hard to come by because they've become really popular. And Kai very kindly gave me this plant, and it's just done so well. It's produced many babies, it's produced many grandbabies, like I've given it out to friends and family. It's just done so well, and it's getting to the point where like it's leaning. It's got 2 canes in there that are doing nothing to support it. I'm really enjoying the kind of tree look though, like this whole section of the main plant is bare, and I really like that there's a tree look about it, and then it's got, this is one of its babies, and it's got loads of little ones around here, and I just think it deserves a repot. I know the root situation's looking a little bit, it's looking a little bit a lot, to be honest. I just don't know what to put it into. Initially I was thinking this long glass vessel. I really like the look of it in there, but I'm worried that it'll be like top heavy and fall over because we've got carpet here, and because it's such a like narrow base and the plant is so top heavy, I worry that there's a risk of it being top heavy and falling over, because where it lives is by the balcony door, so if the door opens and the wind blows, it could be a catastrophe. But the other option I have is this one, which is much shorter, a bit fatter, and I just don't know which one's going to be best. So we're going to have a little look together. I might move you back a bit because I actually don't have a whole lot of room, and this plant's quite big, so let me do that. Is that a little bit better? Maybe? Right, let me take her out of this. So she's currently in a drainage pot, and I would really like to get her into a non-drainage pot. Oh my god, look at those fruits. Oh my goodness. Oh, it broke. Oh, that's sad. To be expected, to be honest, coming out the bottom like that. Those are like, so these thicker bits that you can see that are popping out, they're new babies that are obviously just growing the wrong way, like new pups. Look at that. Oh my god. Whoops. So I've got the tall option, which is quite a bit deeper, but I do like quite a deep lacquer layer at the bottom, and if I've got a longer bamboo stick so I could secure it a bit better. You probably can't really tell, can you? Like, I do really like the idea of it being just up a little bit higher. Or, oh, that's just, so this is like the same depth as the pot it's already in, but there's a significant amount more kind of space around the bottom. Oh god, which one do I go for? Do you know what? I think I do really want it in the tall one, which I might regret. What I might end up doing is tying a bit of string around the bamboo pole that I put in it, and then tying that to the radiator that lives next to it, which is so silly, but that might help keep it secure. I hate sticky labels on glassware because I start peeling it off and then it doesn't come off completely, and then I just leave it half peeled. So I'll have to make sure it goes to the back of the pot. I got this base from HomeSense and it was £8 in the sale. How good is that? £8 for this. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna be really rubbish and just leave the labels like that. So bad. I'll get them off at some point. Probably won't. Right, I'm gonna put a lacquer layer in there. I'm probably just gonna skip this bit for you guys because it'll be really loud. But soil ninja lacquer. Okay, so what's that, like a third of the way? I filled it up. Now I'm going to put some soil in. I'm not even going to bother trying to like break up the root ball of the plant. There's just no point doing that, is there? Right, I've made up a soil mix. I have a feeling it might not end up being enough, but we're just gonna see what happens. It's literally just a load of amendments mixed together. I've got some cocoa coir, some worm castings, zeolite bark and perlite, and there was a tiny little bit of like a soil mix left in there from before. I've never ever known this plant be particularly fussy about what it's planted in. I've only ever given it just kind of what I've got, really. I've never given it a specific mix or anything. It's just had what I had available, and it's been fine. Have no advice on what type of soil to give this plant. I'm gonna put, how deep is it? My aim is basically to just plop it in. Oh my goodness. So where does it, oh my goodness, I'm gonna need to probably fill that up quite high, aren't I, with soil. Does it stay stood up out of the pot? No, I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, I'm just gonna fill up. I'm gonna put her in. I'll stand it. Hang on. Let me move this around so you can actually see. If I stand it in there, it's just a bit of a flatter surface. Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like future Amy might have a bit of a nightmare getting this one out of there, but that's a future Amy problem. Present Amy wants the plant to be in there, so I don't know how to get it out of this. Oh no. I hadn't thought about getting it out. Okay. Woo, she's out. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I really thought I was gonna like snap the main stem then of the mother plant. Okay. Wow. She's really holding her shape. Look at that. Wow. The tiny little baby hanging out here. That was literally the size of her when I got her. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's adorable. Look at it. And she turned into this. You can't even see the top of her. Wow. Shall I pot this one up separately? I'm going to put it down there for now. Okay. Oh, we've lost one green leaf. And obviously a pup. Oh, and another pup. Just falling off. Maybe I'll make like a little baby one. Ooh. There's another green leaf. Oh, she's sitting a little bit lower than I wanted her to, I think. Gonna lift her back out and just put her in there. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to bring the height of the soil up just a tiny bit. See if that's better. I feel like I'm stressing out the mother stem so much by lifting it up by it all the time. Ooh. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. I think I want to try and secure the new bamboo pole to her, just to stabilise her a little bit while I backfill. Oh no, oh, that was stupid. Just threw the strap away, but I'm going to need that. There's two here though, so maybe I won't. Right. Let's take the old bamboo pole out. Let's pop a new one in. Right. I'm going to put it at the back this time. So putting this in, I will damage some roots, but I'm not too worried because she has a lot of them. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's standing tall. Okay. Right. Now I'm just going to fill her up. It's going to be hard to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. Oh, she looks really good. I'm excited. Okay. Oh, okay. There's another snapped leaf. It's probably going to be a couple of casualties, but that's fine. She's got plenty of babies. Oh my god. I think I'm just going to have to concentrate for this, so I'll see you after. I'm really happy. I feel like that went really well. It was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but also not at the same time. Like backfilling it was harder than I thought it was going to be because of all the little babies, and I definitely did lose some, but it's okay, there's quite a few there. Yeah, okay. I'm really glad that's done. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you holding me accountable by letting me film this for YouTube. I think I'm gonna like just go and put her somewhere and just give you like some really good shots of what she's looking like, because I think I think you can't really tell how gorgeous she is, and I'm sorry that this shot in particular, Tuesday's little section of this video was probably not the best viewing experience, but thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. I might not see you tomorrow. Hey gang, I just wanted to show you her. I'm like zoomed out because of the angle of the filming, so there's probably really terrible quality, but you can see that she's taller than like the door frame, not the door frame, sorry, the door handle. How amazing. She looks so beautiful. I'm really, really happy. Look at all of her little babies in there. Oh, they're so cute. And then there's the big one that's on the side. And there she is. I'm really happy with how she turned out. I just hope that she doesn't topple over. It's definitely a possibility. But there we go. Look at her. It's Wednesday. I have a new mic. I'm hoping this one doesn't make the crackly noises. I know some of you said that the mic was fine in the other videos, and it's fine. Like it's good a lot of the time, but then every now and then there's like a crackly feedback noise, and that's not good enough. Like, it's just not good enough. It'll be interesting to see if this mic can cover up the noise that's outside. It's not currently happening, but every now and then there's like a bit of a bang. So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear when I edit this if it managed to edit out that. It would be very good if it did. Anyway, I haven't got very long to film today, so I'm doing like a really quick task. That's one of those tasks that is literally so quick, but I don't ever get around to doing, so it just plays on my mind. But basically, I haven't got everything I need. For goodness sake. Give me a minute. Okay. Today, the task is I am going to decant my fertilisers into squirty bottles. That is what I'm going to do. So I used to use liquid gold leaf that came with like a pipette that you'd squeeze and put in and then mix with water, and I liked that method, but I didn't like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't use liquid gold leaf fast enough. Like it would like congeal and go really thick, and it smelt really horrible if it kind of went off. Like you couldn't mix up a batch and then, well, you might be able to mix up a batch and then use it like in a couple of days or a week later, but it's melt. Ooh, real bad. So at the beginning of the year, one of my goals was to learn a little bit more about plant nutrition and like what things plants needs and why, and I'm still figuring it out, but this is what I've been using this year. So I've been using the Sensi CalMag Extra. This stuff, isn't this bottle adorable? Like how tiny is this? I don't know how much is left in here. It is only how much is there in this? It's 250 mils in this bottle. I have ordered some more because I really, really like it. And I've been using the Hesse Orchivit, which I bought, and then literally like a week later they released their houseplant elixir. Is that what it's called? But I did see a photo of someone putting the details of the NPK ingredients, and it looked like it was the same, like the same formula. So that's interesting. I don't know for definite. Like I'd need to do some research into that, but because I was considering buying that next time. But if it's the same, it's the same. Like, but both of these things, I hate having to pour. Like you can see there are drips on the edge of this one, and this stuff, and this stuff stinks. Like it's pungent. It smells like multivitamins. Have you ever bought like a pot of multivitamins that are really, really strong? It's like, it's potent, and it reminds me of I can't remember what it's called. Oh, when I was a student doing my mental health nursing degree, I did a placement in a a drug and alcohol service, and when people were going kind of like through the treatment for alcohol addiction and like coming off of it, they'd sometimes need to have an injection. I can't remember what that injection is called, but it was huge, and it was like, I think it was vitamins B and maybe C, don't know, but this smells like that as well. Like, I can't remember all the details of it, but that was a massive injection, and it smelled like this. So if you like broke the bottle, it's potent and it pours terribly, and the lid's also really difficult. Like you think you're unscrewing it and you're not. Maybe I've just got like a faulty bottle, I don't know, but I want to put them both into squirty bottles, and I'm going to measure how much like a pump is, so that I know, because you have to like mix a certain amount with a certain amount of water, so I can just pump. I feel like it's a fantastic idea, and I hope it works, but let's get filling up. I wish I had a better funnel, but all I have is this, and this funnel is for putting alcohol into a flask. So I'm probably going to make a mess, a big stinky mess. Do you know what? I'm actually just going to get a tea towel to put on top of the table, so that if I do dribble any, I don't actually have to clear it up. Got me a tea towel that can go straight into the wash if I spill, which I most probably will. I'm so happy I'm doing this. I'm so happy I'm doing it. It's been on my to-do list forever, right? Oh, you can see the top of it, can't you? Not that, I mean, I'm just pouring. You don't necessarily need to see, but it feels so good. That was so simple. It feels so good to get it done. Okay. Oh my god. So good. Right. My tiny little bit of cow mag that I've got left. Gonna go rinse off the funnel. See what I mean about the lid? Always potent. Not all of the Orchivit fit in here, because it's a litre bottle. Because it's a litre bottle, and these are 500ml glass bottles. But that's fine. I've got like a place I can store it. I just wanted it to be in a different form. Okay. So now I'm gonna label them. I chose amber glass, one because I just really like the aesthetic. I got these from Amazon. I'll have them linked down below. And I think both of these liquids need to be protected from the light. They're both in, but they're not in clear packaging, so I'm assuming that they're probably a bit light sensitive, possibly, and like heat sensitive as well. So I just wanted to kind of like protect them a little bit from light whilst transferring them into glass vessels. I'm now gonna label them with my little Dymo label maker. My Dymo label maker has broken, so it doesn't cut them anymore, which is really annoying. There we go, they're done. So I've got my Hesse Orchivit and Sensi Calmac. I'm so happy that's done. Oh my goodness. I'll see you tomorrow. Wow, my hair looks really orange in this light. Hey, it's Thursday, and today the quick task that I want to do is repotting this succulent. It's an Oscularia deltoides. I bought this before I went on holiday and I've done nothing with it. I feel really bad. I can see that it's got like, you see the like plug in there? So I'm just gonna, my plan is I'm gonna repot it into one of my black pots that I put my succulent and cacti into, and then I'm gonna tidy the windowsill and recover the top with activated charcoal, which probably makes no sense to you guys. I basically, you're not gonna be able to see anything. I'm using a plate. I repotted all of my cacti and succulents into these cute little black pots, and then just to add to the kind of like black aesthetic, I covered the top layer in activated charcoal, literally just for aesthetic reasons. And yeah, one time me and Steve went out and we left the balcony door open because it was really hot. I'm just pulling off all of these roots. Oh god. Yeah, we'd left the balcony door open. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull the plug off. Look at that. Wow. We left the balcony door open and a squirrel came in. So we've had like a couple, like a male and a female squirrels. We've had a couple of squirrels, so a male and a female. I think they're actually like a couple for years. They've visited the balcony for years. I put out bird food for the birds, and I put out a couple of peanuts for them because they're cute and they're fuzzy and they have never caused any issues for us. And then we come back this one day, I have like hair. We come back this one day and there's a squirrel in the apartment because we'd left the door open. Like, we've left the door open loads and the squirrels have never ever come in. And obviously it panicked when we came in and it like ran this way. So the balcony door is behind you. It ran this way and tried like getting out of the window and knocked all of my cacti and succulent over. And I wasn't even worried about the plants. I was just thinking about the squirrel. I was like, oh my god, I'm worried about that squirrel, Steve. Like, why did it come in? They've never come in before. It must have been really hungry if it was coming in. Like, what? Like, is it okay? Like, it ran into the cactus. Did it get, like, pricked? I was so worried about this squirrel. And then I saw the squirrels. There was 3 of them on the balcony, and one of them, it looked a very similar size to the other 2, but it was ever so slightly smaller, and it had like a bit more of had like a fuzzy layer to its fur, like an extra fuzzy layer. So I think it must have been a baby, but like a baby that's, you know, going out into the world and exploring. It's not come back in since. Like, it must have been the baby. I don't know why all of a sudden those 2 adult squirrels would have started coming in after like literally 8 years of never ever coming in. I think all of these roots are dead. I mean, look at all of the roots in there. I'm just going to leave those ones on in the hope that there might be some alive ones in there. You can see where the plug was. I'm getting dusty dirt everywhere. Oh, I definitely should have done something with this sooner. Like, literally whole massive chunks of root coming off. Oh, God. Oops. Okay. It may very well die. This is a lot of shock for it. So I've got my black pot. I've got some like chunky, gritty soil. I'm just gonna stick it in and hope for the best. Hopefully it'll reroot a little bit. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. That is the consequences of my non-actions. Oh, hang on. It needs to be a little bit deeper than that. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the balcony now. Not the balcony, the windowsill. When I first started doing this, I gave them all labels, and I've bought a couple since and not labelled them. I don't know whether to carry on doing that or whether just to leave them without labels. I don't know. This Opuntia is always moving. It's really annoying. Right, pop you back there. What's also a bit annoying is that when I bought these pots off of Amazon, they came with these little drip trays, but I've used more drip trays than I have of the actual pots. Like, I bought some smaller ones for some of my smaller cacti and succulents, and I'm still using the drip tray. But that means I haven't got a drip tray for the one that I've just repotted, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a special one for now, and I will figure out what I want to do with giving it a drip tray at some point. Just wondering if I want to like rearrange how they were all displayed. Cute there. Oh god, it's so top heavy, that one. What's that look like? I feel like this one looks a bit strange, doesn't it? Maybe you need to come down here. And you come here. Oh, I think that works. Okay. Now I'm gonna cover up the surface of the soil. Like, you can see it on this one. You can see that it's mostly covered in activated charcoal, and I just like how clean that looks. I'm gonna try and do that again, and hopefully no squirrel comes in and ruins it again. All done. I'll see you tomorrow. Gang, it's Friday, and I've just been like, well, I thought I was recording for a period of time and started the video, and then I've just looked and I've realised I wasn't recording, so you can tell what kind of week I've had. I'm so glad it's Friday. So glad it's Friday. Really ready for the weekend. Let's just carry on from where I was. So basically today's task is sorting out my variegated spiral ginger, which is looking like this. I basically want to chop it back and start again because it's just looking ridiculous. Like, if I put it back here, you can kind of see what mess it's in. I've just chopped this section off, which if I also put back here, I mean, you can see that it doesn't even fit in the frame, and it was up here. So yeah, I've just chopped this section off. I was showing the little bit of variegation that it's got on some of the leaves and the fact that it is starting to spiral. But because this bit is way more green than the other bits, it's just shooting up. This whole section is a brand new shoot, and it's grown in like a month, tops 2, like maybe more of like a month and a half. It's just absolutely shot out, and I love that, but it just looks ridiculous compared to the rest of the plant. So I'm going to remove the greener bits, and I think I was going to like chop that whole section off, but I might just put it in this really long vase. Like that could look really quite cute. I love this plant. It's got like, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Can I? At the kind of like node area where the new leaf, well, where the leaves grow in, it's got like little fuzzy bits. Like it just looks like a little hairy, just a little like hairy pubic area. I don't know. I just love it. I love how freaking weird this plant is. But yeah, so I just started chopping and went to get this long vase to put it in and realised I wasn't recording. So you're all caught up. I'm just going to take the long green bits off first and put them in that vase and see what we're kind of left with. I love this section. Look how beautiful that is. That's stunning. I'll show you close up in a minute. So, God, that looks ridiculous. Like, look at this leaning that's happening. I've taken off the mostly green sections. This really tall one is still the most tall, so I'll probably chop that down, but we've got this one, which is actually mostly green, but I love the way this plant grows, so I'm not like mad about fully green bits. And then there's these two, which are similar heights and like similar amounts of variegation. They've just got like little lines on them, which is really cute. So I think what I'm going to do is chop this one down to match the same kind of height as these guys, and then plant them all together. I've never, have I just stuck it in? I feel like I've propagated this before and just stuck it into some semi-hydro, like the soil and just semi-hydro mix, and it's just rooted and done what it wanted to do. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to chop this down first, so it kind of needs all of that whole bottom section taken off, doesn't it? It's quite an interesting smell. Cute. Okay, that's going to make a really cute plant. I love how jungly these are. I'm literally just going to leave that stood in there for now. And I've got these sticks. I will probably cut them into individual nodes and do something with them, but I don't know what yet. Okay, let's sort out this absolute monstrosity. Wow. This section's really variegated. So this bit has grown, it's grown, but all of the leaves, for goodness sake, have been really white and variegated, and so it's basically become a stick with that at the top, and I don't know if there's going to be enough green in it to recover. It's so cute though, oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm going to do with this section. I'm just going to put it with the others. How cute is that? So cute. I'm going to pop that up into something tiny. Oh, so cute. This section's very similar. Let's chop that. Look at that. Oh gosh. Oh, you guys, look at it. It's like a little, I mean, it's a little plant that's definitely, I mean, it's either going to die or it's going to panic and put out some actual green. That's adorable. What is this one? See, this one's got some good green on the leaves that are left, and there's a good amount of green in the stem, so I will put that with that bundle there. I'm gonna have so much spiral ginger, aren't I? If you want some spiral ginger in your life, let me know. Chop this one. How do I keep not chopping the whole thing off? Okay. This one's doing a really good spiral already. Look at that. That's cool. I think I'm gonna not chop this one just yet and see what kind of comes, because that could be quite nice as part of the next plant that I'm trying to create. A couple of gaps on this one, but again, could look cute all potted together. Like, how beautiful. Just the variegation on these leaves is stunning. I really adore it. Look at that leaf. And what's really cool is that they can get, is it picking up? They get pinky underneath as well. It's really, really cool. Such a cool plant. Oh, okay, a little while ago, my tripod fell into this one and snapped this section off, and I taped it, but it sent out a new, oh, hang on. So this is where it snapped and I've taped it, but it sent out a new shoot from there. But that's cool. I'm gonna remove the tape because even though this section's alive, I could now chop it off. And obviously there's a dead bit at the top. Good grief, it's windy outside. I wonder if my mic's cutting that out. Okay, so there's those two. So this bit used to be attached to here, it's now not. Look at those leaves. Oh, they're stunning. And then this is the new section that's growing off of that bottom bit. Okay, okay. Oh, it feels really good to be doing this, like sorting this plant out. Let's look at this section. Look at it, look at it. It's so cool. You can't tell me this isn't a cool plant. I mean, it's dusty as heck, but it's a cool plant. Look at these like top ones. Look how pretty. So cute. And then you. This is my favorite bit. Look. Just look at that. Wow. It's stunning. So pretty. Okay. So pretty. Right, I'm gonna chop that one there. Put that there. And pull those leaves off. I love it. Oh my goodness. And then you're quite new, but you're cute, and I can't just leave just one of you here. Perfect. Okay. Well, if that's not dramatic. But watch this space. I bet that grows back real fast. I bet it does. So today, just for future reference, for future Amy's reference, today is July 7th, 2023. It's a nice smell. Okay, now what? Oh dear. I don't know whether to put them into water or just put them into some semi-hydro. Oh, it's gonna look so good potted up. I love the little freaky weirdo that it is. Oh, so good. I've got some water in front of me. I'm gonna put them in there for now. And I'm gonna just do a little bit of thinking. and figure it out and come back to you. Hey gang, it's Saturday and I have a confession. I did nothing with the spiral ginger that I chopped up yesterday. So we're gonna do it today instead. Can that count? Like, can chopping it yesterday count as one task and then potting it today count as another? They feel like big tasks, so I'm just gonna get going with sorting it out now. So to begin with, I'm gonna put those two little really white ones, remember these, in this little purple pot. I feel like they will probably die, but they're gonna look cute while they're alive. I'm just looking at the full plant and I'm wondering whether I should like chop off. That was like my favourite bit though, wasn't it? Chop off some more to put in there with it. I'm gonna chop off a tiny little bit more. Just this little one. It's got a little bit more green on it, so this one will probably survive, whereas the other two probably won't. But I feel like it'll look better with 3 in the pot than just 2. So that's what I'm gonna do first. So I've got some of the Soil Ninja Semi-Hydro. This is the like fine grade blend, so they've got like a chunky and a fine. I've literally just filled the pot to the top and I'm just gonna shove them in. Or not. Oh my goodness. Oh, I really hope it survives. It's so cute. Look at it. Oh, it's probably not going to survive, but it's cute. It's cute while it'll last. Cute. I'll put some water in there when I'm done. What to do with the other bits? Okay, I have an idea. I might pot it in this vase. So it's one of those like funky shaped vases. I feel like the shape of the vase would like enhance the weirdness of the plant. I think. So I'm gonna give it a go and just see what happens with it. That's my plan. Again, I've got another bag of the Semi-Hydro next to me. As always, I'll have my link down below for 10% off with Soil Ninja if you're a UK or EU resident. This bag does have a little bit of leca in it as well for some reason. Okay, so I filled it up to there. I will probably position the plants in there first. I feel like it smells nice and I don't know why. I'm going to put the plants in. I know you can't see, I'm really sorry. I just like I've just been filming all the time lately, and I've run out of just angles, so I'll put you here and there, and oh, I think I'm probably gonna have to take some of the leaves off actually, because like this strand, the leaves go quite far in. I guess it depends how much of the vase I need to fill up with the Semi-Hydro. I'm liking how it's coming together. Okay. Ooh, I knew this task was going to be like an absolute ball ache, but I'm so glad to do it. so, so glad to be doing this. It feels so good. Wow, I'm so happy with how that's turned out. I think it looks so good. Ooh. Oh, I'm so happy with how it's looking. There are a couple of crispy tips in the front, which I might trim off, but I am so happy with how that looks. Doesn't it look good? Really, really happy. Lovely. So what I will do is I'll fill the water up to like here, and I'll probably just keep it extra hydrated. That leaf is going way down in there. See if I can pull it out. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, now I need to figure out what to do with all the other bits. If you remember, I've got like the stems without the leaves that have loads of nodes, and I've got the green, like the more green ones to deal with. I think for the stem cutting, so like what I'll do is I'll cut them into individual nodes, and then I think, oh, I haven't got hay fever actually. I think I'm going to just put them into my moss prop bin, because I can't think of what else to do with them at this point in time, and my brain's just feeling a little bit fried. Like, I've had a headache all week and I'm just feeling exhausted at this point. I also don't completely know what to do with this one right now. I don't feel like I've got the right vessel for it. Like, it kind of looks like almost like the leaves that you get in like a bunch of flowers. Like, this looks like it should have water in it and it's missing the flowers from the bouquet. What I would like to do is try and find a different glass vessel for this and then pot it up in semi-hydro as well, but I haven't got the oomph to do that today, so I'm actually going to stop filming today. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I will probably pick up the camera and do something different tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like I'm done filming, gang. I'm sorry. Hey gang, it is Sunday and I'm not feeling well, but I am so determined to get this next task done and start editing this video. I'm really intrigued to see if that new mic has helped with the sound. Hopefully it has. Anyway, today's task is a really little one. It is potting up my Peperomia Incanna, I think that's how you say this name, water prop. I'm literally just going to pot this up. I've got two props here. This is one, and you can see how rooted it is, and then this is the other one. I kind of wish, like, I realised when I was trying to find a pot for this one that some of the, I admit I didn't just realise this, like some of the lower leaves have fallen off, and what I realised is that the stem's now really long, because I'm going to take this one off because it's really yellow. So I was like, I'm going to have a really long bit of stem. And it's probably going to look a bit silly. It is starting to pop out some new growth just here. Like, I have considered chopping it and then propping the top again, but I don't know. I haven't ever had this plant before. It is a new one to me, but I don't know how well it grows, but I've lost the roots on it like 3 times. So I'm kind of worried about chopping it to reroot it. I'm just probably not going to do that. But I'm going to put it into this pot, into a drainage pot with this cover pot, and I'm probably just going to keep, so I'm putting it in, oh my goodness. I can tell I'm not feeling great. I'm just all over the place. I'm putting it into Soil Ninjas semi-hydro mix because it's been rooting in water. I know it's got water roots. Semi-hydro is basically like water roots, isn't it? So I'm just going to do that really quickly, hopefully. This section of the video was probably really boring to watch. What a great way to end a video. But here we are. I really love this plant. Like, I haven't got very many Peperomia. Do I have any others? I used to have a Peperomia Hope and I gave that one away. That was a really nice Peperomia too. But this guy is so fuzzy. It's just so lovely to touch. Really nice texture. And this is a flower, by the way, if you didn't know what Peperomia flowers look like. They're a bit ridiculous, but I'm really glad that that's done. I am going to just cover up a root that I've just spotted. But I'm going to put a nice decent water reservoir in here because it's obviously it's just come out of water. It's been used to being in water, so I will put a pretty decent water reservoir in here and keep it hydrated so that the roots don't die off again. And yeah, hopefully this will grow into a happy plant. I feel so out of it. I'm really sorry. Also, do any of you guys know, I feel like I've heard that you can propagate Peperomia from leaves. I don't know if these would do anything. Like, they're both pretty yellow, which is why I've taken them off. But do you know, would this root and put out new growth? Like, I know some plants can do that from leaf cuttings, but I don't know if the Peperomia can. Definitely need to find out. But yeah, that was today's task. I haven't got the energy to do anything else. I'm so sorry. I've really enjoyed filming this, like, up until today. It's been really nice to get something done every day. It's felt really good. Like, the filming part's been quite a lot, but I know if I wasn't filming I wouldn't have done it. So if you enjoyed this video and you like seeing me do plant chores and you enjoyed watching me do one plant task a day, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. I would love to try and do this more often. I don't know if I'll be able to do it every month, but I've really enjoyed it. So thank you for being here. If you're not already, please subscribe and I will see you in my next one. Bye.